In traditional Chinese medicine, springtime is ruled by element wood, and related meridians are liver and gallbladder. Yin meridian of liver and yang meridian of gallbladder. Related quality of wood is development, its movement, and its vision. Vision for the future, bigger vision, and also physical vision, and many different things in the body. Vision part is very often overlooked. There is big focus on detoxification, decluttering of all kinds. There are many detox plans in spring which are all good, and generally if you just aim for very simple 6 weeks detox, and detox can be very different depending on your previous experience, your expectations, your ambitions, how you're willing to go for it. It's about the right time now to start on detox because the weather is getting warmer. It's not necessarily a good idea to start detox in a colder time of year because our body is still closed, the energy is conserved during winter, and so unless it's properly warm in the area where you live, it's too early. But when the weather is warming up and generally our body is more receptive and more open, the energies are flowing better, then this is a good time for detox. It could be food detox, it could be herbal detox, it could be any detox you want, it could be decluttering detox, because we all need different things. Somebody may have a perfect diet but may have a really cluttered and very complex and very tangled life, very tangled emotions or relationship or job projects. On a physical level and diet, it's very important to just eliminate things which you know are harmful for you, which very often are processed food, excess sugar, excess salt, depending on what is your favorite poison. In terms of our very simple self-care with acupuncture, and especially with acupressure and Colourpuncture, which are much better suited for self-care than acupuncture, we can use a simple sequence of points, and it depends what you want to achieve. Classic combination for spring will be 4 gates. 4 gates will involve points large intestine 4, bilateral, and liver 3, bilateral. Liver 3 points are located in exact same position on your feet as large intestine 4 located on your hand. So very easy to find, and you can treat them with acupressure, or you can treat them with spectral colors or with soul spirit colors. It depends, again, what you want to achieve. Perfect color for detoxification is yellow. So if you're using Colourpuncture for your self-care, yellow is a really good color for liver gallbladder. This is classic. If you find that one of the points is too sensitive in comparison with another one, you can use violet on this point and then yellow on another point. But generally yellow is a background. This is default color for liver because it activates, it supports, it invigorates, it supports movement, and it relieves stagnation and gives energy of sunshine to the meridian, so to speak. So 4 gates you use for situation of stress in its simplest form as just those 4 points. Situation of stress when there are also emotional involvement and the energy is not moving, and very often the results will be quite immediate. You will feel completely different. So this is a situation of simple detox and simple de-stress. So 4 gates are excellent for that. If you want to go a little bit deeper, if you want to engage with yin and yang energies, you can add Ren 4 and Ren 6 to your 4 gates. You can add other points to your 4 gates if you want to go for deeper detox. So you can really play with this basic springtime treatment. And there is another sequence which is quite classic for springtime. This is gallbladder 20. This is probably the most used point in acupuncture for gallbladder meridian. Gallbladder 20 is located at the back, just under the occiput in natural deep, so you'll find it very easily. This is probably the most important health-wise point for gallbladder because it regulates what is called wind condition in acupuncture, which could be really dangerous. Could be internal, it could be external, anything like face tics, it could be internal turmoil, but wind can create, according to traditional Chinese medicine, a lot of health problems, very serious problems such as strokes and the like in health if untreated, if unattended. So this is a really deep de-stressing point, so really good to use. Together with gallbladder 20, you can also add liver 3 point again. So this is on the feet, and this is this location on the feet as it is on the hand. So you treat it on the feet, again, yellow color. And there is another point which is very often overlooked, and it relates to this aspect of liver gallbladder, which is vision. And this is liver 14. Liver 14 is the last point on liver meridian. This is in line with the nipples in the 6 intercostal space. So on women, very often it comes just under the bra line. So it's very, very easy to find. And if you just palpate this point, if you just do a little gentle massage, you will feel the release immediately because it will regulate the entire meridian, but also it will regulate this chest tension, which is often so embedded in our life. Very often people breathe very, very shallow, and there is tension. There is tension in the chest, which we don't feel until it is actually released, and then we feel just how much tension we keep in this area. It's a really, really good point for physical detox. So for anything to do with food poisoning, any environmental poisoning, anything which is poison for your body, but also on a spiritual level, anything which we take in which is poisonous for us, which is toxic for us. Not necessarily this is toxic in absolute terms or poisonous in absolute terms, but this is just a wrong choice for us specifically. But we can take it in because this is our early conditioning, this is our social conditioning, this is something that is around, and we take it without questioning, and we don't know that this is actually harmful for us because it takes us away from our truth. So liver is really, really good point for many, many different things. Liver has many different translations in Chinese medicine from Chinese language, and one of them I really, really like is called Gate of Hope. So think about it. How much hope do we have without realizing that this is something that we are hoping for? And this is a really good exercise for journaling. You can do a very simple list journaling just before you do the point. Make a short list, like 5 or 10 or 20. List a few hopes. They are not goals. They're not desires. They're not wishes. They are hopes. This is something completely different. And our hopes could be feeling internally as something completely unachievable because we don't see the path how we can get to it. But this is precisely why we do this point, because it gives us vision. Everything to do with liver gallbladder will support vision. It will support physical vision with our eyes, but it also will support this big vision, long-term vision. So Gate of Hope can give you this type of vision when you don't see how possibly what you hope for may manifest, how it can happen, what conditions you need to create. You don't see it, but it can give you this awareness. So in line with the nipples, 6 intercostal place, and you can just massage. If you use Colourpuncture again, you can use this beautiful yellow, which is a really big color for springtime. If there is something that really needs attention from deeper side, if you're just coming out of this winter yin energy and situation in general in your life is not very clear, you can add the dream zone, which is called zone of inner light or zone of memory, which is over the upper sternum. You can massage the zone, you can add it for clarification. Dream zone, self-memory, and the vision, the gate of hope, and obviously there are many, many different things you can do, but those are very, very basic. So decide on what you want, what is needing to happen for you this spring, and how you can use the points, how you can use Colourpuncture, how you can use massage, how you can use the wealth of knowledge from traditional Chinese medicine to support your self-care and dream work and journaling.